Okay, welcome back to Let's Play Europa Universalis 3. In this session, what are we going to be dealing with? Probably Sweden. Because that's what's left on the table for us to deal with. So, yeah. Unfortunately, they've got cores on a whole lot of stuff. And, yeah, like, for example, we can't make them release Friesland because there's nobody else to control it. So I guess they can keep the stuff they have cores on that nobody else has cores on. Mecklenburg here. Pomerania's got, everybody else's cores. That's fine. Well, I guess. But anyway, yeah, we'll be dealing with that eventually. For now, though, we have to take a look around at our empire. Well, for the most part, we're just going to be colonizing the rest of North America, and making sure Portugal stays away from our bros here, and basically trying to keep to a point where we're basically status quo with the British Empire in EU or Victoria too. Now that doesn't mean that I'm going to restrict myself to simply the places where they have cores, or that I'm going to make a point to stay. For example, get Gibraltar or make sure that I have the right amount of places in other places. No, what I mean by that is that I'm going to try to keep as much of, because I could just take it away later if for example, it ruins the game balance Victoria 2. Like, for example, I will probably have India be exactly like it is in Victoria 2, regardless of who actually controls it. With the exception of maybe this, because I do intend to capture this. I intend to capture the Maldives. What else? This province. And yeah. Also, something we have to worry about is, yeah, it looks like we'll have a reprieve on this one, but on the next, or this could change in the middle of the game. Anyway, we will inherit Byzantium eventually, so I got to keep that in mind. And one of the things I want to do is explore the map and uncover these big chunks of ocean that I never uncovered because, well, I didn't need to, but I guess eventually it has to be done. And I cut straight through here. I remember now. Other than that, though, there's not a whole lot else to do in the game. Unfortunately, if you couldn't tell, EU3 is probably my favorite of the four, what I would consider the four main Paradox games. I guess I was sending them all there. So unfortunately this, but I like Victoria 2 a lot. So I'm not disappointed. I'm kind of excited actually to get started on it. But anyway, yeah. I'm just gonna keep you up to date on where I'm adding, or where I'm adding my colonists to. I'll probably just add colonist, and just let my national idea take over the rest. Speaking of national ideas, we picked up scientific revolution, so we'll tech quite a bit faster. Well, at least 10% faster. So, and we've reduced our papal influence to the point where I don't really have any kind of influence with Pope. So but we're still going to be bros with him, and we're allied with him, but I don't know how long I want to maintain that. I don't have any diplomats right now. Because people are worried that I'm allied with everyone, which rightfully so. I mean, government tech 41. Well, that's going to be a long time. And I guess I'm not really going to change out of constitutional monarchy. That will put us in Majesty's government. The HM government. HM's government. His or her Majesty's. Whichever you think. Because the only thing I can really change to is administrative monarchy. I think if I can centralize one more step and have tons of benefits from that. Let's take a quick look for what I can do. I can build like a majillion troops, which I'm probably not going to do. Did I ever check? He's pretty good. His administration sucks, but otherwise he's alright. I still got this mission. I will probably have this mission to the end of the game, unless something happens which makes me actually complete it. I will keep this mission till the end of the game because it is something that that's popped up several times and I haven't done, simply because it was inconvenient to do so. So it's either that or bust for missions for the rest of the game. And I do intend to try to do it. Let's see what else. I was just checking to see if Prussia actually had cores. This looks like pink France is on the way out, and it looks like green France is the France of the future. Although blue France might end up being blue France. Whatever. I don't really care. The Pope is at war with these guys, which is Pink France. So yeah, not really much else to do. People were telling me to break my alliance with Russia. I can do that. I didn't really intend to break my alliance with Russia, but I'm not going to do it right now. They're at war, I can't do it. It's the same thing with that. But I'm not going to break it unless I have to. If they invite me into a stupid war, whatever. I'll just sell a master count and be done with it. Yes, if I broke the alliance, I would sell the master count so they didn't declare war on me, so I don't have to deal with it. What else? I think that's about it. I'm going to be rebuilding my fleet, because okay, I already got it. But no, when this is done, I will be rebuilding completely rebuilding my big ship fleet, so that I have a tech advantage on the AI, potentially. Oh, and last session we got Normandy back, so that's good. Who has core on it? A lot of people but us, but we'll get it in 1742. Unfortunately, we do not count as being French, so we cannot keep these cores if we lose them for 50 years. Anything else? Yeah, so the main goals of this session are acquiring the rest of India, maybe, which I'd like to remind is probably not going to end up looking exactly the same in Victoria, because basically balance reasons, I suppose. It would just be too good for me to have it. But, yeah, I'm going to keep colonizing North America and protecting my bros over here from the hoes in Portugal. So, yeah, I will cut, and I will be back when something either interesting happens or I'm ready to declare war on Sweden. I would rather wait to a point when they're actually at war with somebody, so that, well, because I like backstabbing people, so. Yeah, I'll be back when I have an opportunity to do something. Oh, and since nobody voted either way, yeah, we're actually gonna do this. All right, here it is. Enacting the settlement policy. Yup. This is a little update on what we're doing. We're cleaning up pirates because, well, we get a lot of pirates kind of pop up after fighting Portugal. So, alright, we wanna do like this. Actually, yeah, I'll go like that. I think. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. And I'm just setting up my nationalism against Austria. Okay. I'm just setting up my patrols again to set it up, complete that. And I'm having some revolts in my provinces that are, I just got for Portugal. I've got this that I need to take care of sooner rather than later. I don't think I need that many caravels, so. Oops. There we go. So we'll see if we can send this over here. But yeah, I'm getting less colonists now, so I'm only going to run one settlement policy, and then I'm going to use the rest for settling over there. But one of the things I've also been doing is building up a huge armies in England. I've got the money for it, so no issues there. And basically, I'm just preparing for my inevitable war with Sweden. But I gotta make sure that I have military access with everybody I need to have, which is probably just Provence. I can actually just directly invade from here, so that's good, and I have an army there in place to do that. But I think I actually want to land here, over here somewhere, because it's better to beat their army in the field, but if I can get enough war score to have them break off this crap down here, then that'll be great. But I don't think Russia's at war with the Timurids anymore. No, they're not. So basically, they're free to actually help me in a war. That's just what I'm doing. I'm probably going to get... How many do I have now? 317. I'll probably get another army of like 25,000 out of here, because there's 20-some provinces, and it's easy to build the 25 or 26,000 man armies. Just have one or two more, and then I'll prepare for it. And the time skips are pretty big because literally nothing is happening. But hopefully we'll get some action in. And if not, well, we'll force the issue. And of course, something I'll still do is show which cores we get. Let's see if I can sell this to the Incas. Because I don't really want it or need it. No, they don't want it. Well, I could give it to them for nothing, but yeah, there's no reason to do that. I'll keep it for now, I suppose. And since I'm just gonna start, doing it, alright, that's unlocked. I will start putting stuff into provinces. And actually I said I was gonna march this guy over here. So let's do that. Alright, so we've discovered basically the last two provinces in the, I suppose, the United States part of North America. So that's good, I suppose. So once I, you know, get these two provinces, I can basically just colonize at my leisure and not have to worry about it. But unfortunately, I've already sent my colonist here, so I can't really do anything with the other one. Okay, we have discovered Tahiti, which is Samoa and Tahiti, and I don't know what that is, but yeah. So we're getting a bunch of islands together. I may or may not colonize them. I don't know, but getting my shit together. I'm also reorganizing my armies that were in like here and here, but I'll have to bring my navy over to actually get them. There's also an army, a big army here that I need to pick up, so I'll have to do that. Okay, we have discovered a bunch of new provinces here. I'm just moving through there like that to try to discover everything. And we've got our war galleons now. So yeah, that's great. So I'm gonna start building a ton of them in probably here. But they're probably not gonna be done in time for the war. So we'll see how that ends up. And we've finally discovered Lake Superior, so that's the last big water thing on the map. And it looks like this province here is not yet claimed by Everung here, so we've got a little bit of time to claim Chippewa, but we really can't do that yet because this isn't finished. So I'm going to keep doing that so that I can do the rest of these. But eventually, I just want to kind of get these first before I start spreading my colonies out over here. So. Okay, we have Land Tech 28, which means we have superior unit sites. It says Gustavian infantry is superior to charge infantry. And let's look. Well, we have our highly appropriate Highlanders infantry. Highland infantry divisions, which make up such a recognizable force in many of today's Commonwealth armies, of the semi-feudal clan system in North and West Scotland. Yeah. So looking at this, they have superior offensive shock than, well, let's say the nearest best one, the Gustavian infantry. Less fire. And it looks like slightly better frontal attack morale and less defensive morale. Because of... Well, let's take a look at our cavalry now. Our cavalry are still far inferior to infantry, so we want to have strong infantry, and the most balanced ones are the Highlander infantry. These have slightly better defensive, but these are way better offensive. It's basically a trade-off, but I like these ones better. And shock is a little bit more important than fire most of the time, so we'll go with the logical option here of Highlander infantry. And our cannons are still basically the same. We can get a little bit more offensive morale out of it, but I like the offensive shock and fire, so let's do that. See what we get on our new. Okay, they'll enable frigates. So I believe we're like maybe not light ships, but what are they called? Yeah, they're actually light ships. To do that, as you can see, our armed forces have increased substantially, while our navy has actually decreased from losses from pirates and stuff. So I'll probably try to get up to this, but because of my war, what's it called? Oh, I'm down to 0 war exhaustion. Okay. I had a problem with the building speed of my stuff, so. And they're going to be done at 98, so I'll probably wait till then, so I get at least a few ships, war galleons to use. So, all right, we've discovered the majority of our near domain. Just have this province left. So I'm just gonna start putting them along the edge here, and I'm probably just gonna, because it grows so quickly that I'm not gonna worry about it. If I lose one of these provinces, I'm not gonna be too mad, but they have the same problem here because they're not, they're actually shrinking their provinces, so not too worried about that. Okay, now we have Illinois for a province, so yeah, it's going pretty good. Well, it's been a while since this happened, but we've had our colony damaged by the natives. It was almost finished too. Guess I gotta put troops there. Jerks. Alright, so we got some cores here in Africa. So now everything up here is cored. I think that's this. I think that means everything we own in Africa except these two are cored. And these were colonies. So yeah, that's real good. Alright, Naval Tech 27, giving us frigates, which, I don't know. I don't have that many light ships, and I've been losing more of these. I had 80 last time I checked at this, so I need to build more. But yeah, doing pretty good. We're one tech away from war colleges. That's good. Let's see, what else do we get actually from tech? These look like a whole lot. So why don't we balance our tech a bit more? Yeah, I got it. That'll work. Just so, I was focusing on military tech for a while, and just spread it out a little bit more. Oh, and I'm going to replace one of my great men, and I want actually a military guy right now, like a guy that actually affects my stuff. So morale would be good, and let's try discipline as well. Yeah, and let's just replace these infamy guys who I don't need right now with those guys. Morale and where'd he go? I guess that morale guy was actually just a different guy. Yeah, discipline. Cool. Okay, so I'm gonna keep those guys in place, and I'm shipping over some armies, and I'm gonna wait for my war galleons, and then we'll get started. Oh, and in case you were wondering what I was doing with the magistrates, I'm actually using, because I get direct benefit from it, I've been doing the canal projects because they're a good source of money. And we all lost the other one, but I don't really think we need that. So I'm actually going to go for missionary chance because I got quite a few missionaries running right now. So I'll do that. Alright, I've got my few war galleons I could scrounge up, but I've got a little secret weapon coming. I've got a little army marching up here since I can, and I don't know if it'll actually get there in time to actually matter because Russia will come storming through here, but I've got it moving up there anyway. It's got a bunch of cavalry and stuff in it, and if anything I can just help Russia do its stuff. But I think we're about ready to go. And Russia is fighting Bohemia for war over Eastern Europe, I suppose, or Europe in general. So yeah, we will be starting, and I've got my army here. I don't know if I have. Yeah, I've got military access with them, so let's move our armies into place. One of the things I need to do is I need to ship my. Oh, there we go. Ship my armies over in 28,000 regiment increments. But I think I'm actually going to start the war once I get all but one troop over and then ship a guy up like here or something. So I'll be back when that happens. Okay, so we got two options here for Air Falls Ill. He's pretty good, and he's the kind of leader we need for this next thing. But so we're going to send for Medicus. It looks like he didn't die, so that's good. We're in the process of moving our last couple armies. Okay, so we've got most of our armies in place. We've got one army here, one army here, and we've got one each armies here, here, and here. An army in Normandy, an army in Vermandois, an army in Kent moving into the Straits of Dover. Our secret weapon moving up here. And we can actually see a couple of their armies, Sweden's armies, over here. And they can't actually attack us, like here. Yeah, these might end up being sort of sacrificial lambs if they directed enough guys at them. Because my guys are mostly offensive instead of defensive. So I might just try to group them up into one thing and then try to attack the provinces that I can get at. But if we can, these are actually my larger armies. I probably outnumber him right here, actually, but yeah. So one of the things we want to do is we want to find his capital, Ostergotland. So, yeah. We want to infiltrate his administrations until it works. There we go. Okay, and then we want to... what does this do? Well, we can support revolts in the rest of his provinces. I'll support a revolt over here, if I can. 58% sure. Whatevs. Okay. And... sure, try funding some patriots. But, okay, that didn't work. So, we had two achieved things. So, once this guy gets on the boat, we can then make an assessment of where we want to put him. Okay. So, real quick, I need to take a break a second. Okay, so we can see here he's got a lot of armies stacked up over here, but most of his land is pretty unprotected up here. So I think it would be a good idea to kind of send him over here and just start attacking his mainland core provinces before we actually do anything untoward to him down south. And he doesn't really have that much in the way of armies down here, so we're going to get a lot of provinces before he actually has any time to react. So, yeah. Okay, so yeah, let's do it to it. Now, I can actually do nationalism, because Holstein is Breton, but I'm not going to do that because I don't really want to. We're going to do liberation. We'll declare war on his ass. So the first thing we're going to do is drop off here. We're going to go like that, like that. Send you into Caux. Yeah, let's actually focus on Hanover here. That'll be a good idea. And then we'll have to like go. I think he probably has military access with Bohemia, but yeah. He's got a couple of small fleets, and here's his big one, but he's got as many big ships as I have, like ships. He doesn't have as many big ships as I have, so I mean I'm fine with that. And I just built 10 war galleons, so I have more than enough to stand up to what he's got there, hopefully. So yeah, let's get this train wreck rolling. And oh, look, Byzantium accepted, and the Papal States accepted, and Russia accepted, and Good try, Aztecs. We're not gonna ask you to come with us in Zapotex.